My wife started working late every night. Then I discovered the real reason. For almost a year, my wife came home late every single night. At first, I believed her excuses: extra meetings, new responsibilities, staff shortages, deadlines, the usual things. But eventually, the excuses stopped making sense. The late nights became later, the phone became locked. The distance between us grew bigger every week. And then one night, I saw a message on her screen. Just one message, but it was enough to make me think my marriage was over. What I discovered afterward completely changed the way I looked at my wife. And honestly, I've never forgiven myself for what I assumed. My name is Mark. I'm 40 years old. I've been married to my wife, Emily, for 13 years. If you had asked me before all of this happened, I would have told you we had a great marriage. Not perfect, no marriage is, but solid. We trusted each other and communicated well, supported each other through difficult times. Emily was the kind of person everyone loved: kind, patient, reliable. The person who remembered birthdays, who helped friends move, who stayed late at work to help coworkers. Sometimes I joked that she cared more about other people than herself. She would laugh and tell me someone had to. For years, our life was simple, comfortable, predictable, and I was happy. Then things started changing, slowly at first, so slowly that I almost didn't notice. It started with occasional overtime, a few nights each month, then a few nights each week. Eventually, it became almost every day. Emily worked as a hospital administrator. Healthcare can be demanding, so initially, I wasn't concerned. But after several months, the pattern became impossible to ignore. She left earlier, came home later, looked exhausted constantly. Whenever I asked about work, her answers became shorter, more vague. One evening, I asked if everything was okay. She smiled, the same smile she'd always used when she didn't want me to worry, and said, "Just busy." I wanted to believe her, so I did, at least for a while. The problem wasn't just the overtime. It was everything else, little things, the kind of things people notice but try to ignore. Her phone suddenly had a password. For years, she'd never cared. Now, she never left it unattended. She started texting more frequently, smiling at messages, then quickly locking her screen whenever I entered the room. Our conversations became shorter, date nights disappeared, weekend plans vanished. I told myself there were reasonable explanations: stress, work pressure, burnout. But deep down, another possibility had started forming, one I didn't want to consider. One Friday night, Emily fell asleep on the couch. It was after midnight. She looked completely exhausted. Her phone buzzed beside her. I wasn't trying to snoop, at least that's what I tell myself. But the screen lit up, and I saw part of the message. It said, "Thank you for everything.